Alright, what's up guys? This is NinjaDeathStrike bringing you another Pokemon TCGO battle. Doing this one live. It's Sunday afternoon. I've been online battling all day, getting all kinds of videos with different decks. So this one, we're using Reshirbor EX. Emboar has really been helped out by Heavy Ball as far as searching goes. A lot of people have talked about it actually being good again. Not too convinced myself, but I figured we'd try it out. I really can't see Emboar being that great in a format that has catcher. It's just too fat. It's fatty, fat, and that's not good. So, anyhow, we're going to try it out. This is kind of a very similar deck to Reshiflosion EX. You know, they kind of start at the same base, but whereas with Reshiflosion, my main attackers were actually the regular Reshirums, and I was just relying on working off of the prize trade to take the win. This one is all about Reshiram EX and just overwhelming my opponent with crazy EX Pokemon. So you see here's our four main attackers. Three Reshirums and a Mewtwo. So it's all about just throwing down a Emboar and powering up EXs faster than your opponent can and just overwhelming them. So looks like Clef is prized this game. That's not great. Let's see how many Emboars I have. There's a Pignite. There's one, two. All right, so I've got two. That means one's prized. That's okay though. Two should be all right. I run three just because I figure one of them is probably going to get catcher killed, especially with EXs now doing 150 damage. You know, Emboar's HP used to kind of put him out of range of one-hit KOs, but that is not the case anymore. And so what we've got is, let's see, who do I want to play first? I guess I'll go with the Reshiram and put the Eviolite on him. Yeah, that's not the case now. What we have is things that are just able to OHKO Emboar when he gets catchered, so that's kind of a problem. Plus, you know, he still has that 4 retreat cost, so he gets catchered and stuck. And that's not good, and that's why I don't think this deck is going to be very good, but time will tell. Again, you saw that I don't have any Ninetales in here. Same thing as with Reshiflosion. I just think they make too easy of a target, and I didn't want to include them. So we'll have to see. But he is probably going to get a Simisear, I would imagine. And yep. And if he's got a Stadium card, he can actually attack me this turn and kill me, which would not be fun. Oh, but he's just going to Collector, and he's going to Catcher in Reshiram. Okay, that was a really good move on his part. I had to go ahead and bench something, though, because I'm going to play N here, and, you know, I need an attacker on the bench, so I guess I could have benched him this turn, but oh well. Something had to be done. So there's a Heavy Ball. Rare Candy. Oh, yes. Unfortunately, now I don't have any energy, so that kind of sucks. And I don't have anything to Junk Arm for either. So I guess for this turn, I'm just going to end my turn because I don't want to put Emboar down yet and just have him get catchered. So we'll wait until I can actually, you know, do something worthwhile with it. If I manage to draw into a Fire Energy next turn, I'll be good to go. And the chances of that happening should be pretty good because I've got the N, so I can play the Heavy Ball, Rare Candy into Emboar, and I'm going to pick the shiny one. You know, there's shinies in these sets now, so they're like secret rares, which is pretty cool. So that's going to let me get him. And once my opponent acknowledges, I'll be able to evolve him. Yeah. You know, maybe he'll just rage quit now. Nope. Okay, he's going to keep playing, so that's nice of him. And there we go. We may as well go ahead and put it on the one that has energy just in case. We're going to attach this DCE. And we're going to catch her out. Oh, he quit. Well, that'll be fun to post. Anyhow, I'll try to get a real match, but I'm going to put this one up just because it was funny. Hope you guys liked it. More coming your way shortly. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks, guys. Bye. Alright, got another quick match with Reshibor. Figured I'd just put them both together since they're both pretty short. This one I think is a little bit better than the last one. I don't exactly remember what happens. Just remember it was a good one, and it was relatively short, so I decided... Oh, now I remember. This is the one where I go crazy with Mewtwo. Yeah, so anyhow, same deck, basically the same deck as the last one. I might have edited it a little bit, but I've tried out Magnabore too, and I just don't like it at all. It's so clunky. Like, you don't have any room for anything extra after you get your Magnezone and Emboar lines in, and then the EX is just Oko Emboar, which didn't happen before. And I don't know, Heavy Ball's nice, but then with Heavy Ball, like, you can't even use RDL, so not a fan. I like straight up Reshibor a lot better. And this is a really good example of why it's a pretty good deck right now. I wouldn't say it's top tier, but certainly better than it was for the last few formats. So I get a pretty awesome opening hand here. I got a Collector and a Cleffa. That's really all you need to make a good opening hand. But I got it going on here. Looks like I may be facing kind of a mirror match. I see a Tepig over on the other side too. So there you go. You can see I only have 3 attackers in this deck, 2 Reshiroms and a Mewtwo. I suppose I could add another Reshiram. I also have RDL, but I can't search him out with Collector, obviously. So one of the things I really like about this deck, since it uses all of its attackers are EXs, you don't need that many. I mean, if you lose 3 of them, your game's over. So you have a lot of extra room for trainers and stuff. And wow, am I really gonna... Okay, so I ended my turn there. I don't know why. I obviously should have put down a Reshiram and attached to it. I can't get into an Emboar. Wow, I have no idea. I guess I was banking on hitting an Emboar and a rare candy with that Sage. That's the only thing I could think, but yeah, that's not going to happen, obviously. So this is not a great Sage. I've got a piece of RDL in there. I only run 1/1, so I have to take it, and then I just get a Pecom. So that's cool. That's going to let me get a Pignite. I don't know what I was doing in the beginning of this match. Obviously not playing well. I choose to Pecom away Reshiram just because I don't want to show him that I have RDL yet. It's, just to keep it a surprise if I can. So, going to grab a Pignite and go ahead and evolve a Tepig. And please tell me I play that other Reshiram and attach to it. Like, I can't believe I didn't do that the first turn. I could have had 2 energy on it. Okay, play it. Good. Fire energy. Okay, good. A turn late, but acceptable. Now I'm going to eek. Alright. That was really dumb. Anyhow, you can see my opponent's got a Kyurem EX back there. That's kind of real scary. Kyurem EX doesn't see a whole lot of play. It's not a bad card, though, especially with so many special energies right now. That first attack is pretty damn good. Hail Blizzard, not so much. They could have at least made it hit for 150 like the other two, especially since it's got arguably the worst drawback of any of the 3 dragon attacks. But, they didn't. So, hey, look at that. I top deck a rare candy. But I'm just going to go ahead and evolve my Pignite into Emboar because I don't want to have 2 big fat retreaters on the bench. I'd rather just keep it limited to 1. And now I can attach that fire energy with Inferno Fandango, or I can Junk Arm Let's see. What am I going to get? A Pecom maybe? Or... Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to grab my Violite and go ahead and put that on Reshiram. In like regular play, that would be a pretty good move, I think, because Eviolate obviously blocks 20 of the damage from Brave Fire, but on TCGO, Eviolate doesn't work like that, so it actually doesn't do anything to help prevent that damage. But I had it in here. I mean, it's still helpful for their attacks, but it'd be so much better if it actually prevented self-damage too. And I don't actually have a Flip Teeny in this deck either. I would like to run one, but again, who or when it decides to flip is completely and totally random. So I didn't put one in because most of the time it's just going to let my opponent flip for me, and that's going to almost guarantee that I always hurt myself. So anyhow, you can see I have 2 Clefas in this deck. That was my replacement for Flip Teeny. If they ever fix it, I'll switch out a Clefa for Flip Teeny. But for now, 2 Clefas just in case one's prized. It's worked out before. I've had some prized and then needed to get one, or just so I can have a free retreater on the bench later in the game after my first one's dead. So it does have its uses. But here we go. I've got a catcher. That's cool. It means I can drag up that Kyurem, and it's only got 2 energy on it, so it's unlikely that it's going to be able to hit a Hail Blizzard next turn. It's going to have to go for its first attack, which I don't remember the name of. And that means that I can take it out with my Reshiram, actually, because I can hit it now, like get the first hit in, and then take it out before it gets powered up. And I'm going to have a lot of damage on me, but that's okay, because I've got another Reshiram ready to go there. So I go ahead, attach the fire energies, get him powered up, and then pull Cleffa back to my bench. You can see I have the other Reshiram and the Mewtwo in my hand, but I'm not going to play either of those down. Because with Cleffa out, you can afford to keep those things in your hand, and if your active dies, you just promote Cleffa, then drop whatever you want, and then power it up on that turn with Embor, which is really great because it lets you, come out of nowhere, and it kind of helps guard you against Catcher, getting your EXs catchered and taken out. So you can see there, he had a DCE, so that sucks for me. Reshiram's going to get blasted, but I do have the Mewtwo, and I have a Lightning Energy, so if I get one more energy, I'll be able to revenge kill it with my Mewtwo. And then I just hope that he doesn't have a Mewtwo, because that'd be bad. So there we go, promote Cleffa, and now you can see I can take the time to think about what I want to do. I can decide who I want to drop. I see the fire energy there, that's just what I needed. So I'm going to grab that, and the Super Rod. I don't really need the Super Rod, but I didn't want to throw it away. I only run 1, and I might need to get some energy back in my deck later. So obviously I'm going to decide to go with Mewtwo here because I don't have enough energy to power up Reshiram, but it's okay because I can Inferno Fandango that fire energy onto Mewtwo, and then I can attach the lightning manually. And that's going to let me hit for a lot of damage, 120 I think, since Kyurem has so many energies on it. 120 for 2, it's pretty damn fantastic. So yep, there we go. And also, you can see since my Reshiram got knocked out, it was okay to attach that second Eviolite. Right now, I don't ever attach more than 1, just because it's cheating. So it's awfully inconvenient sometimes, but what are you going to do? I don't want to abuse the system. So he tells me good game here, which kind of surprising. He's not out of it yet. There we go. We see he's got a Regigigas EX. So it looks like his deck strategy is kind of get Embor and then put fire energy on all the things and also have Kyurem. I don't know. He's got a ton of good cards, but the deck doesn't make a whole lot of sense together. Like, I think, judging by the cards, the attackers he's playing, he'd probably be better served with a Celebi deck, but whatever. Not my call. So he's going to get a Pignite here, and that's actually really good because that thing's got 100 HP, so and no energy on it. So that's gonna make it really hard for Mewtwo to take it out. And I forget what I do here. I don't know if I go ahead and attach both of the energies and hit for 80. Looks like that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know about that. I think just attaching one probably would have been better because it's still going to be a 2-hit KO regardless of what I decide to do. So I've just kind of put an unnecessary energy on the line, and I'm still not going to get a KO. So just attaching one would have been definitely a better choice looking at it now. But a lot of times I don't think about these things in the game, which is a really bad habit of mine. So still, I did kill it. Okay, I guess he had one energy attached. Okay, that makes more sense now. I'm okay with that then. Basically then the choice was to invest all my energy and keep the pressure on, or not attach and go for the 2-hit KO. But I decided to keep the pressure on him, and I'm much more comfortable with that decision because, again, it's going to shut off his energy acceleration since he doesn't have the option to get into an Emboar now. And that means he's going to have to power up this Regigigas manually, and that's going to take forever. So I traded away my Reshiram, which I don't know. Maybe not the best idea, but then I'm just going to hit this Regigigas for 80, and then I can attach and hit for 100 next turn, and that'll take it out and give me 2 prizes, which would be great. So now we see more EXs coming down. He's got a Reshiram too. So we've seen Kyurem, Regigigas, and Reshiram EX, and then he's got regular Kyurem. He's got a Vanillux in there. This is a really hodgepodge deck. He didn't really get it set up, so I don't know what it's supposed to do, but here we go. I'm going to go ahead and attach the extra energy onto Mewtwo this turn. Well, there we go. It was kind of glitching out there. I'm going to put both of them on, I guess. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energies. So that's 120. And there we go, dead. I should have played... Did I play a supporter that turn? Maybe I played an Oak. I think I did play an Oak, so I couldn't play that Cillian too. But there we go. Took out another EX. I'm down to 1 prize, and he's pretty much boned. He's got no energy on the board, no way to get energy on the board, and my Mewtwo has a ridiculous amount of energy on it. So he sends in Reshiram just because it's basically the only thing Mewtwo can't kill right now, but that's about to change. I'm going to play my Cillian here, grab the remaining 3 fire energy from my deck, and then I told him I just wanted to see how much I could hit for. So luckily he didn't quit out here, which was really cool of him. He stayed in so I could see how much damage I could get on. But there we go. So that's 3 energy right there. And then I also have the energy retrieval in my hand, so I'm going to be able to get 2 more energy back from the discard pile. So I'm going to attach 5 energy to Mewtwo. And how much do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 9. So this will be 9 right here. And then I think I've got 2 in the discard pile. 3. Well, I can get 2 of them back with energy retrieval. So that's 9. Here's 10 and 11. And then Reshiram's got 1, so that makes 12. So this attack is going to do 12 times. I've got 11 energies on my Mewtwo, and it's going to hit for 240 damage to finish the game, which is just ridiculous. And that's why I figured I'd go ahead and post this one with the other one. They're both kind of quick, silly matches. But yeah, bam, 240 damage. Ridiculous. Look at all that energy. So that's going to end the match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed both of these. Quick but fun. Reshiram, pretty good deck right now. Definitely think if you want to play Reshiram EX, Reshiram is the way to go. If you want to use the regular Reshiram, you're definitely better off going with Typhlosion. Even though they have similar styles, I think now they are completely different decks with different focuses. So you know, Tyram's all about winning the prize trade-off. in value, and Rushabor is all about ridiculous EX Pokemon hitting for ridiculous amounts of damage. But you're going to lose real fast if they take your guys out. So anyhow, that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the match, and I'll have more coming your way shortly. Thanks.